From the second week of August until the first week in November, I will be giving away one prop funder account every day. That is 140 prop funder accounts that I will be giving away. And all you have to do to stand a chance to win, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you leave a comment related to the video in the comment section below. Now, let's get into today's video. DJ Codes recently posted a video that kept me up awake whole night. Now, before we dive into that video, I just want to thank our sponsor, that is FXGT. Now, FXGT offers zero spreads, light fastening executions on their Optimus account. This is actually very good for scalpers and high volume traders. They've also won an award for the fastest execution broker at the FMIS of 2025 in Cape Town, making sure that every millisecond counts when you need to trade into the market. Apart from that, they've got low commissions with high efficiency, where you can benefit from their raw ECN pricing with incredibly low commissions per lot. They've designed a platform for maximum value to ensure that more of your hard-earned profits actually stays with you. Now, this is good tailored for African traders, where they understand the need for local payment methods, fast withdrawals, and exclusive access to webinars, including education and events all across Africa as well. Very volume friendly for professionals. So if you are considered a professional trader, you will love their volume rebates and custom deals for high volume clients, where they reward you for your commitment. So if you are ready to elevate your trading experience with a broker that truly understands your need, switch to FXGT. I'll leave a link in the description box below, guys. Go check out fxgt.com. Now, last night, DJ Coach, I saw a video of DJ Coach where he apparently flipped 25 Rand into 800 or 900 Rand. But there's a couple of things that didn't make sense to me. The first thing I did was I reached out to very close people of mine and I took a screenshot. I said, guys, does this make any sense to you? We had a little bit of a debate last night and we came to the conclusion that none of this actually makes sense. So I decided I'm going to make a video. Maybe there's an expert in the comment section that would be able to answer this question for me in regards to this video. Now, before I get to the video, there's a couple of things I want to explain to you, and we're going to take a look at it from this perspective. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what is equity, what is margin, what is free margin, and what is a margin level percentage. Now, for this, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that you can understand exactly what it is that I'm referring to, right? So let me go and share my screen because I actually want to show you guys as I'm speaking about this. So here you can see, and I will zoom in for you guys, right? Now, here, the first thing I want you guys to focus on, obviously, is the balance, right? He deposited 25 right now. This is a lecture on what equity, margin, free margin, and margin level percentages means, so that when I get to the point that I'm trying to bring about this video, you guys will understand what it is that I'm making a reference to, right? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the equity. Now, equity is normally calculated as the balance plus the credit and any profits. So in this case, you will take 25 plus 50, which will give you 75. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to open up a calculator so that you guys can understand what I mean. In order to calculate the equity, what you would do is you'll take 50 plus 25, which is 75. Then you will subtract the balance. Sorry, you'll subtract any open trades that you have there. So we'll take 75. So we'll go 75, which is 50 plus 25, right? Remember, equity, balance plus credit minus or plus any open trades. So in this case, there's a negative, so we subtract it. If it was a trade that was running in profit, we will add it. So we're going to say 75, we're going to say minus 3.58. Okay, we're going to say minus 3.58, and that gives us 71.42, and that is the equity, which is 71.42. The second thing we're going to talk about is the margin. Now, the margin is the amount of funds used to maintain any opening position. So the margin over here is the amount that is used to basically maintain these positions that you can see that is open on this side over here, right? And that is when people say we're going to do a margin call, they normally refer to a big trading, opening multiple positions or big positions, right? That's basically margin, right? Margin is like, the the margin is just there to to kind of make sure that you don't go over the amount. It's there to manage the trades, right? The next thing I want to talk about is free margin. Now, free margin is equity minus the margin, right? So in order to get to the free margin, all you do is you take the equity and you minus it with the margin. Now, in this case, to once again prove to you guys that I'm not making these things up, all you're going to do is take 71.42, you say 71, sorry about that, you just say 71.42 and you minus 71.42 with 63.62, 63.6. Sorry, let me just go back. 63 that needs to go back. 63.62, and that gives us a total of 7.8. There you can see 7.8, right? Hope you guys are still following me. The reason why I'm explaining this, because it's going to make sense to you very soon. Now, the margin level percentage is that you would take the equity that you have over there and you will divide it by the margin and times it by 100. So the equity will be 71.42. We're going to say 71K.42 divided by the margin 63.62, 63.62, and we're going to times it by 100. Now the answer should give us 112.27, and let's say, right, 112.26, and if you round that off, you might get 112.27. But you guys understand the concept in what it is that I'm trying to explain to you in this video. Now, the next video, I want you to watch it, and then we will come back to the video.
So I'm going to be sharing with you guys turning 25 rands, opening trades, as you can see, into an amount of 200,000, trading a few times. So this is part one. I'm executing. So I'm starting with US30. The target here is just to double the account. If I can just make 25 rand, I'm good. But at least I managed to close off with around about 40 something, as you can see. So now we're moving from 25 rands. Now we're going to 66 rands, and then second trade on the same evening, a few minutes later, on gold. Now we're on gold. The dogs are making noise, but yeah, as you can see, executed gold, full margin, full margin, as they say. 96 rand, 110 profit. The target here is 200, but I got lucky and I made 500, and then the market closed on me, and when it opened at 12, I made around about probably 700 and something, and then I managed to close with all the trades. And as you can see, from 25 rands to 800 rands, that is part one. Part two is coming very soon. This is for inspirational purposes. Otherwise, it's been a minute.
Good. Now that you guys have seen the video, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the video, and I'm going to explain to you guys the video. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to take note of, and I'm going to take you through this, right? The video starts off with DJ Coach
So I'm going to be
having a
sharing with you
balance.
guys,
Let me just make it louder.
turning 25 rands.
Okay, so he's got a 25 in balance. He's got a 50 credit. The first thing I want you to notice is that the margin, everything is being calculated 100%. Everything is checking out, right? Everything is looking good. DJ Coach, he's placing these trades and things are doing a phenomenal job while he's basically doing it, right? Everything's moving. You can see the equity is 70, the margin is 63, and DJ Coach is just going
into an amount of 200,000, trading a few times. So this is part one. I'm executing. So I'm starting with US30. The target here is just to double the account. If I can just make 25 rand,
okay,
good.
Yeah, you can see also,
least,
if you do the calculations, as I've explained it to you guys, you will know that
just,
all of this, it checks out perfectly. This, it checks out. If you calculate all of this, it checks out perfectly, right? Everything's good this far. Let's continue.
to close off with around about 40 something, as you can see. So now we're moving from 25 rands. Now we're going to 66 rands, and then second trade on the same evening, a few minutes later, on gold. Now we're on gold.
Okay, so this is where things is confusing, right? This is where things doesn't make any sense to me. The first thing I want to talk about is how was he able to open one lot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots on gold with a balance of 66 Rand and 33 cents. Now, you might argue with me that he's using a micro account. I've used a micro account, and based on information that I received is that even with a micro account, you would be able to do what? You couldn't even be able to open up one lot with a 500 Rand, obviously depending on the broker, but 5 lots on a 66 Rand account. Even if this was a micro account, those balances would have been a lot less. But let me ask you something. How was he able to open up these positions with no margin in place? The margin level percentage is sitting at 36,766 or 36 million in this case. And it goes even further than that. The margin stays at 0. How is this margin staying at 0? How does this take place? Can somebody just explain to me? It gets even worse. There is now the margin level percentage is now sitting at 287,970,000. Why is the margin at 0? Now, the only time that the margin is supposed to be 0 is when there's no trades running. How is this guy's margin? Guys, look, I'm not gonna, you know what, guys, you know, and there you can see the video ends there. You can't see just before that comes up. You can see there the margin level percentage is sitting at 290,354,000. Now, guys, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, but how was this guy able to open these trades with a margin that is at 0.00? That's the first question. Then the second question I ask is that the margin is, you cannot, how do you have open trades running with no margin? When as soon as you open the trades, the margin is supposed to be, is supposed to already be able to calculate. And you know what the worst part is here? If you look at here, from 9 p.m. until 11:42, right? Because it doesn't say he was awake or whatever the case is. Remember, he sold this market over here. It was a sell. You can see here, this is the 50-minute candlestick. Now I don't know if where he's hiding the chart, if this market has gone up there. The thing is, I don't even know where he entered, but that's not important. I want someone to explain to me how was he able to open these positions and still have his margin at 0. And then I also want somebody to explain to me how he was able to open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots on gold with a balance of 66.33 Rand. That's all I want to know. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for ears.